not an easy world we live in. It's hard enough just getting by. Sometimes it seems the sun ain't gonna shine again. But you and me ain't gonna give in, 'cause we can make it if we try. Just let me take your hand and you take mine, my friend. 'Cause I got you and you got me, and that's everything in life we'll ever need. We got each other, and that's more than enough. Yeah, we got the greatest gift of all. We've got love. We've got love. We've got love. We got love.
Thank you, and good evening. Here we are with Christmas right around the corner, and I'm sure jingle bells have been ringing in your ears the same as mine. There's mistletoe hanging over you everywhere you look. There's Santa Clauses and reindeer and elves and tinsel all over the place. Well, they're all there to express some kind of love, and we thought it might be nice if we just stuck to basics and made love our whole show. Christmas, music, and love. It's a pretty good combination. And of course, you already know that I believe in music and love and Christmas. Well, so do some friends of mine that are here with me tonight.
Love, it can start sometimes as a feeling that you don't quite understand. When you look across the aisle, a little girl in school with pigtails in her hair and a baseball in her hip pocket. And then it can lead you to tears just a few years later when you find out that the one you love doesn't really love you back. And finally, it can lift you higher than you've ever been before, when it seems like the end of the world. And then you realize what's really important is that you have someone who cares. And she believes in me. I'll never know just what she sees in me. I told her someday if she was my girl, I could change the world with my little songs. And she believes in me.
Our friend Kenny Rogers. And I'm going to tell you, the man knows what he's talking about. And here with her own thoughts about Christmas and love, Miss Dolly Parton.
Nobody yet has found a way to wrap love in a box or hang it from a Christmas tree, but it sure can solve a lot of your Christmas shopping problems, because you don't have to run around all over town looking for the latest computer game or trying to find batteries for some mechanical toy, or even try to remember what size gloves Aunt Martha wears, because as it turns out, love is the one thing that everybody can always use, and the best part of all, it's the one thing you can't get too much of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love, 'cause it's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone.
Well, if the world needs love, and I'm sure it does, then it also needs good friends. And a brand new friend of mine is here to spend Christmas with us. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Robert Urich.
There's another kind of love which may be the greatest kind of all, the love of life and living. And that's what these holidays remind us of every year. Mankind runs along for 12 months, and then we get kind of a booster shot that tells us that life is worth it, and we're worth it. And isn't that a wonderful present? 'Cause I've got you, and you've got me, and we've got everything in life we'll ever need. We got each other, that's more than enough. Yeah, we got the red skin. What we got? We got love. We got love. We got love. We got love. We got each other. That's more than enough. We got the greatest gift of all. You, we got us. We got love. We got love. We got love. We got love. We got
A Christmas special. With love, Matt Davis. Starring Dolly Parton, Kenny Rogers, and the star of the hit television show Vegas, Robert Urich.
Everybody else has to suffer a little bit because she's got problems. I mean, everybody has problems. Work out your own problems. Don't make everybody else suffer for them.
Headache case book 305. Carol Beersdorfer needs strong pain relief, but is bothered by aspirin stomach upset. Recommendation, Buffrin for strength. The strength doctors specify more than any other for tension headache. Yet it adds so much stomach upset protection, many can take it instead of Tylenol.
The pain has been relieved.
Recommendation, Buffrin, strength with protection.
The journey begins in a remote corner of space. The mystery. An old exploration ship, still functioning. The adventure. The largest black hole ever encountered. The challenge. To escape where nothing escapes, not even light. The black hole, where no motion picture has taken you before. Rated PG.
If you want to know about love or Christmas, you got to ask an authority on the subject. Well, we're sitting here with a whole gang of experts, all ready to answer all our questions. Here we go.
How do you know when you're in love?
How do I know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like a feeling. Like when you meet a girl and you talk to her and you ask about her. You don't just love her because of her prettiness.
Yeah.
You have to like her because of her personality. And so,
Well, what does it feel like?
what does it feel like? It's nice.
Sing your song, sweet music man. 'Cause I won't be there to hold your hand like I used to. I'm through with you. You touched my soul with your beautiful song. I don't know if Kenny Rogers realized when he wrote that song just how many souls he was going to touch with his beautiful music. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome Mr. Kenny Rogers?
Merry Christmas. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you. I tell you, it's hard to imagine that it's Christmas again already, and it just...
I know, Kenny. It doesn't seem that long ago or that far away when we were growing up back in Texas waiting for Christmas, right?
It's funny because when I was maybe 6 years old, I was from, first of all, a family of 8 kids. And so our Christmas gifts were always things that we really needed, shirts and shoes. But one year, my mother decided to really surprise me, and she spent $10 or something outrageous on a bow and arrow set. And I went out. We always opened our gifts on Christmas Eve. And I went out about 6 o'clock at night, and it was just getting dark. And I could not wait to play with this thing. And I took it, and I shot them up into the air. I shot all 3 of my arrows up and never found one of them again. And my mother blistered my rear end. So for whatever reason, I remember...
None of you guys did. I remember my favorite memory of Christmas. My daddy knew that I wanted a guitar, and he was not a very musical-minded man, but he went out and he saved his money, and he went out and he searched and searched and finally got me a guitar. And I got up on Christmas morning and went in there, and there it sat. And unfortunately, it was a Hawaiian steel guitar, you know, that you played with a bar and had a big amplifier. And I was so upset, but I never had the heart to tell him until now. Dad, wrong.
Oh, come on, what a rotten kid. You have to admit his heart was in the right place at any rate. You know,
yeah, it was.
Once you got your guitar, what was the first thing that you remember, the first song you ever remember learning as a singer or a musician?
Well, I don't remember the first one I ever learned. It was much later before I really learned anything, but I know that I was trying to play Buddy Holly music. I grew up with Buddy. Well, what was yours?
I think probably Sam Cooke was the big influence on me when I was a kid.
Well, Sam Cooke and Buddy Holly, you can't beat that. It's never too late to do a medley of their stuff, I bet.
Never too late.
We just happened to have some music.
What a coincidence.
Play away.
We're having a party, everybody's swinging, dancing to the music on the radio. We're having a party, everybody's swinging, dancing to the music on the radio. Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. That'll be the day when you make me cry. You say you're gonna leave. You know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. Well, you give me all your loving and your turtle doving, all your hugs and kisses and your money too. Yeah, you know you love me, baby, and still you tell me maybe that someday. Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. That'll be the day when you make me cry. You say you're gonna leave. You know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. Another Saturday night, and I ain't got nobody. I got some money 'cause I just got paid. I wish I had someone to talk to. I'm in an awful way. Every day it's getting closer, going faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours will surely come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Every day seems a little rounder. Every day love's a little stronger. What makes you belong? Darling, you and me. I know you send me. I know that you send me. Honest you do, honest you do, honest you do. Darling, you know you thrill me. I know you know you thrill me. I know you know you thrill me. Honest you do, honest you do, honest you do.
gonna be.
You're gonna give your love to me.
I'm gonna love you night and day.
You know my love will not fade away.
You know my love will not fade away. My love taken in a Cadillac.
Try to show it and you drive me back.
Your love for me has got to be real.
For you know just how I feel.
Love for real will not fade away. Love for real will not fade away. Change your mind about leaving me behind. Whoa, bring it to me. Bring your sweet love. Bring it on home to me.
Mac, I just want to say, first of all, how much I appreciate you starting this whole thing off with the song that I wrote. And I thought maybe I could finish the whole thing off with the song that you wrote.
Thanks.
But I have a special request, if you don't mind. It's an unusual thing. I need 25, maybe 35 kids and a 40-piece orchestra.
You got them.
You're surrounded. To try it.
Christmas is for kids. Look around and you will see kids from 1 to 93, laughing, loving life, and being kids. Kids. Christmas is for kids. Kids like
Would you rather have somebody love you at Christmas or just give you a present?
Both, really.
Both?
Yeah. But I think, because if they didn't love you, I don't think they'd give you a present.
If you didn't get any toys at all, it wouldn't ruin Christmas at all.
At Christmas time, would you rather have someone love you or give you a present?
Love me.
I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a coat and keep it company. That's the song I sing. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a coat.
I may not seem special to you, but when I get a cold, I get very special treatment from the Tylenol people. They make a cold medicine just for me, Co-Tylenol.
Co-Tylenol, the cold formula made especially for Tylenol users, because we know you're careful about medicine. Co's for your runny nose and stuffiness. Tylenol's for your aches and pains.
Sure, I get colds, but I get very special treatment.
Co-Tylenol, the cold medicine made especially for Tylenol users, in tablets and now in new liquid.
If you use your nasal spray again, and again because congestion keeps coming back, get relief all day with Dristan long-lasting mentholated vapor mist. Unlike regular sprays, Dristan lasts up to 10 hours, gives a fresh, cool menthol sensation. Once in the morning, lasts while you work. Once at night, lasts while you sleep. With penetrating menthol vapors, relieves congestion virtually all day or all night. Menthol fresh Dristan long-lasting vapor mist.
Ode to Billy Joe. Now the story the song didn't tell. What was the terrible secret that turned love into tragedy?
People have been looking for you.
No matter what I say, no matter what I do, please remember I love you.
Robbie Benson and Glynis O'Connor star in Ode to Billy Joe, Thursday.
Tuesday, the reward for finding $2 million has Lobo and Perkins counting their money. We're rich! Until the shark from Jaws puts the bite on them. Tuesday.
What if, let me ask you this. This is a question I was going to ask you. Do you think you could fall in love with this guy?
I don't know.
Yeah? What do you think? Could you fall in love with her? Think you can fall out of love?
Yeah. Like when a man divorces a woman.
Yeah?
Well,
or a woman
sometimes
divorces a man.
Well, you got a women's liver here, I'm telling you.
Well, sometimes when they divorce, they still love each other, but they just can't get along.
My parents were married when Mama was 15 and Daddy was 17, and they started having babies right away, which meant they didn't really have that much time together before they had a family. And then after all us kids grew up and left home, well, they realized that they were really alone and they were going to have to learn to live together as a couple. Of course, there was a great love, but Mama became very sensitive about a lot of little things that she'd never noticed before. And Daddy, being as good as he is, tried to understand it. But anyhow, she decided she was going to leave for a little while. And she did for a couple of days and realized that she did want to go home. And because of that, I wrote this particular song, and I hope you'll enjoy it. Mama never seemed to miss the finer things in life. If she did, she never did say so to Daddy. And she never wanted to be more than mother and a wife. If she did, she never did say so to Daddy. 'Cause the only thing that seemed to be important in her life was to make our house a home and make us happy. And Mama never wanted any more than what she had. If she did, she never did say so to Daddy. He often left her all alone. She didn't mind the staying home. If she did, she never did say so to Daddy. And she never missed the flowers and the cards he never sent her. If she did, she never did say that to Daddy. You see, being took for granted so to Daddy. Goodbye to Daddy.
Dolly Parton. I'll tell you, that's great. One songwriter to another. Congratulations on a nice, warm, pretty song, which you're famous for. Do you, you know, being from Sevierville, Tennessee, which I know you are, I know that you got a lot of memories about Christmas too. And Kenny and I were talking about Christmas backstage a while ago, and I was just wondering if you have a special Christmas that you remember.
Well, there are many Christmases that I remember, all of them special, but the one special Christmas was when my daddy had a good tobacco crop, and that was our money crop every year. And this particular year, he had extra money, and Mama had never had a wedding band in all the years they'd been married. And so Daddy got us some store-bought toys that year, and he had always made the toys before Mama had. We were all excited because we were close, and Mama had a ring, and it was just a real special, meaningful Christmas to us, and she still has that ring.
That's great. She only had how many kids before she got it?
12.
That's the part I like.
Yeah.
I think that's wonderful.
She deserved a ring by that time,
Yeah, you
right?
bet.
Oh, we just didn't have the money before.
Oh, that's great. You know, the 70s are coming to a close, and even though it's Christmas time, it's a happy time. I always, you know, I feel like, gosh, the 70s are going out. You know, we're coming to the end of a decade.
I hate to see that happen, mainly because that means we're getting older.
Speak for yourself, Dolly. Well, you're right. The thing I hate, you know, we're going to miss all that great music.
Oh, but that's the good part. We don't have to miss the music. We can sing that forever and anytime we want to.
Why don't we do it right?
Let's do.
When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you.
I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough, when friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge
I will lay me down, strumming my faith with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. To keep me from getting to you, babe.
that never keeps me away from you.
I cried a tear, you made it dry. I was confused, you cleared my mind. I sold my soul, you bought it back for me, held me up and gave me dignity. Somehow you needed me.
Give me strength to stand alone again, to face the world out on my own again. You put me high up on a pedestal, so
get that urge to feel you. Just loving you, touching you, makes everything right. I've never loved before. Then came you, then came you. Never loved before. Then came you. Whoa, then came you.
It's Jane Russell. Hurry, full-figured girls. Now it's time to save. In the Playtex 18-hour Time to Save sale. The once-a-year chance to save 20% on all 18-hour bras, girdles, and all-in-ones. They're fabulous. 18-hour means real support, real control, real comfort. So hurry. Don't miss out on this Time to Save sale.
How many cold tablets do you take a day? 2?
More.
4?
More.
6?
Yes, 6.
A day? And then more at night? Why?
They're new.
Ever try Contact?
No.
Watch. One Contact helps relieve your congestion for up to 12 hours without the aspirin substitute and cough suppressant in these. Just one more Contact helps you all night while you sleep.
You're the guys on TV.
Give your cold to Contact.
He's a strong man who fights for what he believes in, and he believes in his family.
He's the only one that's keeping us together.
He's always there to lend a hand.
I love you, Daddy.
Just an honest man who's hooked on life and all of its surprises.
Well, he told me he was going to bring home a roommate, but I thought it was going to be a guy.
Carl Malden is Skag, premiering January 6th.
Nearby in the hills north of Hollywood, the most thrilling experience awaits you. Colossus rides again. It's back with new cars, new tracks. After 6 months and almost $2 million in improvements by Six Flags roller coaster experts. Now it's a faster, smoother, more exhilarating experience. It's the ultimate roller thrill. The all-new Colossus, only at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Hail Colossus! Hooray!
Pat Sajak will tell us when all this rain will end at 11.
How would you know if you were falling in love?
If someone carries your books home.
Would you carry my books home for me? I struck out. Do you know what it means to strike out?
You didn't make it.
You know, there are all different kinds of love. And the love between the very old and the very young just might turn out to be the most touching of all. Well, that's what I had in mind when I wrote this song.
On a quiet street in the city, a little old man walked alone, shuffling through the autumn afternoon. The autumn leaves reminded him another summer's come and gone. He had a long, lonely night ahead, waiting for June. Then among the leaves near an orphan's home, a piece of paper caught his eye, and he stooped to pick it up with trembling hands. As he read the childish writing, the old began to cry, 'cause the words burned inside him like a brand. Whoever finds this, I love you. Whoever finds this, I need you. I ain't even got no one to talk to. So whoever finds this, I love you. The old man's eyes searched the orphan's home, came to rest upon a child, with her nose pressed up against the window pane. And the old man knew he'd found a friend at last, so he waved at her and smiled. And they both knew they'd spend the winter laughing at the rain. And they did spend the winter laughing at the rain, talking through the fence and exchanging little gifts they'd made for each other. The old man would carve toys for the little girl. She'd draw pictures for him of beautiful ladies surrounded by green trees and sunshine. And they laughed a lot. But then on the first day of June, the little girl ran to the fence to show the old man a picture she had drawn. And he wasn't there. And somehow she knew he was never coming back. So she went back to her little room, took a crayon and a piece of paper, and wrote, "Whoever finds this, I love you. Whoever finds this, I need you. I ain't even got no one to talk to. So whoever finds this, I love you."
You all know Robert Urich as a two-fisted crime fighter on his hit television show, Vegas. Well, we know him as a good friend and a great person to spend Christmas with. Would you all welcome, please, Mr. Bob Urich.
Too good, sir. Strong, strong.
I wish I was as tall as you.
You can be, just need to know the right bootmaker. You're
the same guy Burt Reynolds is.
Thank you very much. That's all you need to do.
How'd you spend Christmases when you were a kid?
Well, that's one of the most fond memories that I have of holiday time and family, and we have a very rich heritage, a Slavic heritage, and something I'm very proud of.
Did you sing Slavic Christmas carols?
Yeah, I sort of sang Slavic Christmas carols.
I bet you still do, don't you?
Why don't we try some?
Let's do it. Bob Urich, please.
Христос родился, с Деви воплотился. Я человек пеленами у Бога побился. Я человек пеленами у Бога побился.
Beautiful, Bob. Thanks very much. Mac, I'd like you to meet the ladies and gentlemen of the St. Mary's Church Choir here in Los Angeles. Aren't they great? Beautiful. Merry Christmas. And I think we'd all enjoy it if you'd sing a song with us right now.
I'd love to, if we can get by the language barrier.
Well, Mac, at Christmas time, there's no such thing as a language barrier. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Bob Urich, everybody.
Can you name Santa's reindeers?
Rudolph? I don't know the rest of them. Comet, Dasher, Dancer, Rudolph, Dixon, Dixie, Prancer, Dixon, Prancer. Some kids don't pay attention to deer.
Could you write a television commercial?
No. How about for a product you believe in? How about your extra action Tide?
I believe in it, so I'm sure I could.
These crazy guys are my husband and brother-in-law. They're helping me show how my Tide cleans muddy soil better than another powder. Ooh, they're gonna be filthy. There, these shirts were white. Now I've marked my brother-in-law's grungy shirt, and I'll wash it in Tide, and I'll take my husband's shirt and wash it in another powder this wise guy bought on sale. Look, the shirt washed in that other powder still has mud all over, but the shirt washed in Tide is really cleaner. So if you've got a husband that ever shops for you, better tell him this. Get Tide.
Women trust Tide. It's the best detergent on American soil.
Oh, look at yourself, Ralph. Huh? You're a grown man, but you haven't thought about your toothpaste since you were a kid. So? So you've got an adult's mouth. Use a toothpaste made for adults. Gleam. Gleam's for adults? Come on. Sure. Look, you drink things like coffee, you smoke, you eat onions. It all builds up to adult bad breath. Any toothpaste. Hey, Gleam's clinically proved to fight even the worst breath. Yeah? Yeah. And it's got a cleaning system that helps strip away food and film. It's unbeatable. What about cavities? Gleam's fluoride hardens teeth. No toothpaste fights cavities better. Fluoride's the old teeth. Freshens the old breath, huh? Oh, this is for me.
Gleam. Toothpaste made for adults.
Wednesday, hang on at the annual camel races and meet a real folk hero on real people. Then Mrs. Garrett's in love with a younger man.
Yeah, she won't know whether to kiss him or burp him.
And Arno's out to stop the wedding on different strokes. Then an NBC News white paper submits a job evaluation of the American presidency Wednesday on NBC. Joe's World, a hot new comedy about a hard-headed house painter and the family he loves.
Why can't you let me live?
You're too young to live. A sneak preview Friday at 10, 9 Central in Mountain.
La 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 la. Very good. All right, give yourselves a hand. You did real good. Okay, you got some song titles for me, right? No, Pi, one at a time. One at a time. You got one? Coming home from Grandma's house. Is that one of your favorite things? Going there is more fun, right? Coming home from Grandma's house. Okay, here we go. Coming home home from Grandma's house with a tummy full of love. That's the part of Christmas I love best. We ate the food and we made the noise. Now we're coming home with the games and the toys, and Grandma's stuck at home to clean up the mess. All right. Yay! Okay, who else got one?
Christmas hog.
The Christmas hog. All right, here we go. Oh, you better watch out for the Christmas hog. He's meaner than a snake. He'll sneak down through the fireplace flue and eat up your Christmas cake. Oh, you better watch out for the Christmas hog, 'cause he's so fat and round. When he tries to get back up, sometimes he gets stuck and Santa Claus can't get down. All right. Anybody else? Who's next?
Love's like a rainbow.
What?
Love's like a rainbow.
Love is like a rainbow. That's beautiful. What's your name?
Mark Wissett.
Mark what?
Wissett.
Wissett. Okay. Love is like a rainbow. Weird all the time. Okay. Love is like a giant rainbow sailing across the sky. We could probably reach and touch it if we would only try. If we could catch it while we're young, we never would grow old. 'Cause when you've got a rainbow, who needs a pot of gold? That's about as good as I can do, I think. You know, you kids have taught me a lot today, and I want to teach you something. Okay, you listening? You listening? I want to teach you to do this now. I want everybody to try it. It's really simple to do. It's called a ham bone. You go like this. Okay, now everybody try that.
I don't have room.
It ain't bad. That's the funniest looking thing I've ever seen in my life. Try not to hurt yourselves. I used to smoke, I used to drink, I used to smoke, drink, play the numbers too. I used to smoke and drink and play the numbers too. But now I'm standing on the corner, praying for me and you. But now I'm saved. People, let me tell you about a kingdom come. You know I'm saved. I'm saved. I can't preach until you're deaf and dumb. I'm that soul saving army, beating on a big bass drum. I used to fuss, I used to cuss, fuss, and boogie all night long. I used to cuss and fuss, cuss and fuss and boogie all night long. But now I'm standing on the corner, oh, I know right from wrong. Right, Kenna? Because I'm saved, yes, I'm saved. People, let me tell you about a kingdom come. No, I'm saved. No, I'm saved. I can't preach until you're deaf and dumb. Dolly Parton.
Oh, can I get a witness?
Yeah.
I gotta get a witness.
Yeah.
Have I got a witness?
Yeah.
I need a witness. Yeah. Gonna walk and talk and scream and shout. Tell all the world what I'm talking about. Tell the world you're tired of the hate. Tell you right now, I've been saved. Yeah, I'm saved.
cold contact, this cold Comtrex. I switched because Comtrex relieves my nasal congestion and my aches and fever, too.
Last cold Dristan, this cold Comtrex. I switched because Comtrex not only relieves my congestion, it also relieves my cough.
Instead of these, they switched to Comtrex Multi-Symptom Co-Reliever for their nasal congestion, runny nose, aches, fever, and coughs. All by itself, Comtrex gives more kinds of relief than Dristan or Contact or Bayer. This cold Comtrex in tablets, liquid, and now capsules.
Lucy, look at the big bird! Mom, Tim took my salad!
Never thought I'd see you two fight over salad.
That Puritan oil does make a delicious dressing. Must be Puritan's special blend of sunflower oil. So light, really lets the flavor come through. Should I tell them Puritan means more to me than great taste, that it also helps in our diet to fight cholesterol? Nah, let them think it's just great tasting salad. I know it's more.
Mom, Tim took my tomato! Did not! Dad did!
Tuesday, the reward for finding $2 million has Lobo and Perkins counting their money.
We're rich!
Until the shark from Jaws puts the bite out. Then, Cindy Williams, a girl who had nothing until she met him.
We have nothing in common, you know.
We have enough. The Cinderella romance, until she wanted more than he could give her.
I thought you knew what I was about, who I am.
And she could find herself with nothing again. Cindy Williams and Paul Shinar in Suddenly Love, Tuesday after Sheriff Lobo.
Thank you to Bob Urich, Dolly Parton, Kenny Rogers, little Sammy Champ. We love you. Merry Christmas, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Are you saying? You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm saying. I sure am saying. Are you saying? You know what I'm saying?
Primetime Sunday is moving to Saturday. Be with us then.